If you slept poorly one night and expect to make it up the next night, you can't reverse the damage you've done from lack of sleep the first night. I'm going to break that down for you. Everyone, my name is Dr. Nathan Bryan, nitric oxide biochemist and physiologist. Sleep is probably one of the most important habits we can develop. It's during sleep that we rest, we digest, we mobilize stem cells, we repair and replace dysfunctional cells. And if we don't get adequate sleep, then our body can't perform as it's designed to. And for me personally, I need at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. 9 or 10 would be absolutely optimal for me. But there are days when I'd have to travel. I get up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then the next day, again, I'm one of those that I thought I could make that up. But, if I have a bad night's sleep one night, usually I can still perform. The next night, I have to get that good 8 hours of sleep. If I go 2 days without getting adequate sleep, my body punishes me for it, and I cannot function, cannot operate. And I think that's why it's important for all of us to develop good sleep hygiene. And what I know that works for me, and again, I travel every week, I'm in a new city, new hotel, but this is what I do. I turn off my TV at night. When the sun goes down, I typically wear the blue blocker glasses to mimic the sun, the natural circadian rhythm. And then I'm up before the sun comes up. I turn off the TV, I turn off all the lights. I sleep with an eye mask so it's completely darked out. So there's no interrupting with my sleep. I typically turn the air conditioner down to like 65, 66, so it's cold. I can bundle up, and that works for me. I always wake up before the sun comes up, and then I make it a point to go outside and get that first sunlight in the morning, hitting my eyes, changing my circadian rhythm. So now my body's back in line. And at 9:30 at night, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. As soon as I lay my head down, I'm asleep within a period of a couple of minutes. But it's that hasn't always been the case. I developed those habits, recognize those patterns that work for me. So I encourage all of you. I think that's a good practice, but what works for me may not work for you. But I think it's still very important. Put your devices down at night. Don't watch TV in bed. When the sun goes down, turn your lights down, change your incandescent lights or your LED lights to a red light. Mimic nature the best you can. But the most important thing we can do for our health and longevity is to get adequate sleep, good deep sleep, or REM sleep, 6, 8, 10 hours a night. And if we don't, our body will punish us for it. So sleep is not like a bank account. We can take money out and then put it back in. But sleep is not like that. Our performance the next day is dependent upon the quality of sleep we had the night before. If we don't get quality sleep, we don't mobilize stem cells, we don't repair and replace dysfunctional cells, we may have misfolding of proteins. And so the next night's sleep is not going to reverse or correct what's already happened. And that's why it's important that we pay attention to our sleep hygiene, our sleep pattern, and ensure that every night we're getting adequate sleep. The other thing you can do is find sleep aids that work for you. There's things like melatonin, cannabinoid, CBD, L-theanine, and then there's prescription sleep aids like Ambien, which I'm not a big fan of because most people have, really vivid, almost hallucinations and vivid dreams and even can sleepwalk. But there's always a hangover effect from those. But I think the natural sleep aids like melatonin, the L-theanine, the CBD to help calm the body, magnesium at night, for example, I take 400 to 500 milligrams of magnesium at night. It's calming. Sometimes I'll take a CBD tincture underneath the tongue. And those things seem to work for me, but I typically avoid prescription sleep aids just because of the negative side effects and the adverse outcomes from those type of sleep aids. So find something that works for you.